Take your enchanted Lorcana cards out of your pants pockets before you wash them, and Emerald Steel doesn't need Bucky to win. All that and so much more in this week's Lorcana Alert. There was an artist spotlight this week for CRISTIAN Romero, and they want us to know that they added some small details in the background that we might miss. It's these crabs. They're very, very small next to the giant wave. You can really tell that the ocean's full of life because of it. Over on YouTube this week, there's a couple wonderful videos posted. One of those videos was by Inkborn Heros. They broke down the entire meta from this first year of Disney Lorcana. They also have some great infographics that they posted on the Instagram and on the Disney Lorcana Facebook page. The link to their YouTube video is in the description of this video, along with all the links that we're talking about today. I found a smaller YouTube channel this week, and this person has a golden Mickey. So if you want to learn from a person that topped one of the DLCs, follow this channel. Watch their videos. They have some good insights that you might not know. I'm subscribed to it, and I think you should too, because finding these smaller YouTube channels is where you get the spicy ideas for the spicy decks. Specifically, this person's really betting on the Amethyst Steel combo for their DLC Birmingham attempt. I haven't seen any updates, but they should be posting soon. Still on YouTube, we want to highlight 24K Lorcana. 24K Lorcana got top 64 in the DLC Vegas. He was one of 2 people that played a blue steel that got into the top 64. So if you want an in-depth deck guide of blue steel, watch his video. The link is in the description. Over on Twitter this week, great news. The Dysfunctional Passholder is at it again. They drew the new champion Mirabel playmat. All of their art is always such a hit. I'm sure you've seen these other playmats. You can check out dysfunctionalpassholder.com in the description of this video. On Twitter this week, we saw a silly little video of Olaf playing Lorcana. Not a lot of you have seen Olaf playing Lorcana, but now you have. And this was posted by none other than Zach Bivens, the #1 seed for DLC Vegas, playing the green steel. And here he is filming Olaf doing the things. Thanks for sharing, Zach Bivens. The last Twitter post that we got to talk about is from Lorcana TCG Lorcana News. They got to play against Steve Warner in Pack Rush. And Steve Warner signed a card for Lorcana News. And just to make sure that they remembered the score of the game, Steve Warner was kind enough to write the score on the card. You lost 15-5. In Pack Rush, you only played a 15, and it looks like Steve took it this time. This is a really cool card and really friendly banter to put on a signed card. Like, what a memory. This is a cool part of their collection. On Reddit, the biggest news of the week is this person washed their clothes, but they had an enchanted Zeus in it. Why are you putting enchanted cards in your pocket, raw dog, dude? They say they're new to the game and they didn't know it had this much value, but why put it in your pocket? Some TCG players, sellers might call this lightly played. What was the worst thing that you ever washed in your pocket? On Reddit, we got a pretty useful post this week. Tips for first-time drafting. The user, The Insane Thing, wrote back 7 good points of how to draft better. Followed up by another super useful comment from Box of Nothing, highlighting 5 points that they care about when drafting. Some of the points include focusing on removal cards, getting evasive cards, knowing that the big cards aren't bad. They might cost a lot, but they're not bad. Try playing a Mufasa in your draft. See what's up. This post is definitely worth a read, and the link is in the description. On Facebook this week, the Disney Lorcana DCG page removed our post. Ouchie. There was a Sisu Alter posted this week, and it's kind of incredible. I mean, this thing just really looks like it's gonna jump off the page and go swimming or something. Because she's a water dragon, right? Facebook also has the pictures in the post of the DLC winners. There he is, Zan Syed, getting the full foil set and Enchanted's of Shimmering Skies. This is Zan's second Golden Mickey, and we couldn't be more proud. And this post is by Fredrico, the winner of the DLC Birmingham. He details his entire 9-game day one and then his matches into the top 64. Hiram Flaversham was definitely the star of his deck. Our last Facebook post that we want to talk about. This was Downtown Disney on September 24th at 2:46 p.m. That's right, if you look at the top shelf, that's the D100 collector's box from Rise of the Floodborn. They're still in stock. And look at all those playmats. I know stores that only get like one playmat. Look at all those playmats. Wow, wow, wow. For our meta report, Zan SyedWins won the DLC Vegas with a sick loop of the Ursula Muses, John, and Sudden Chill. Check this out. Zan SyedWins won with Emerald Steel using big brain plays, and I'm going to break down one for you right here. He had Muses on board, and 2 Prince Johns in his hand was a Sudden Chill. Their opponent had some cards in their hand, yeah. So they wanted to draw cards. And Prince John draws a card when your opponent discards a card. But they got 2 Exerted Diablos, so if they draw a card, their opponent's drawing 2 cards. So what are we going to do to mitigate the draw? They sang Sudden Chill with Muses. Muses sings, and now our Sudden Chill card goes into the bag. And each opponent is going to choose and discard a card. Our opponent chooses, discards a card, yeah? Then triggers go in the bag. The triggers are Prince John. Whenever your opponent discards 1 or more cards, you may draw a card for each card discarded. But wait, there's more. There's another trigger that went into the bag. It's the Muses trigger. The Muses says right here, whenever you play a song, you may return a chosen character with 2 strength or less to their player's hand. So why is that important? Because Diablo has the circle far and wide during each opponent's turn. Whenever they draw a card, while this character is exerted, you may draw a card. So if they decided to resolve the bag with their Prince Johns, we can draw a card because our opponent discarded a card. We could resolve Prince John by drawing a card. But then our opponent would have a trigger in the bag that would still resolve even if these cards left the battlefield. So Zan, being the smart cookie that he is, knew how to resolve the bag correctly to mitigate the draws. He used the Muses' abilities first to bounce a Diablo back to their opponent's hand. And then the Prince John's trigger resolved. So they got to draw for 1 card that they discarded with this Prince John, and then another card that they discarded with this Prince John. And then this Diablo trigger will finish because everything has been done. The Sudden Chill is over. And now this Diablo can draw 1, 2 cards. But they're not drawing 4 because we bounced 1 with Sudden Chill and the Muses. It was a cool play. It was. Amber Sapphire, where y'all at? You seem pretty unrepresented. The All Queens deck didn't make an appearance in the top decks. And notably, Red Mufasa was MIA too. The true challenge of the Disney Lorcana Challenge remains getting into top 64 with a monocolor ink deck. When will it happen? Maybe never? You can check out all the decks from the DLC Vegas and DLC Birmingham on inkdex.com. Links in the description. For our market watch, we want to point out this one specific card. Anna is crazy money. I bought this card 2 weeks ago for $3 and now it's $16 just because it won a DLC. What is going on? Most decks don't even play the 4 of Anna. They play a 2 of Anna. She's so utilitarian. You can use her to do whatever you want. You could banish a character that's already damaged with her. You can make your opponent discard a card, or something more sinister. You could give one of your characters +2 strength this turn. A great toolbox to have all in one card for 3 ink and a 2 cost kicker. I'm going to leave you with a weird piece of trivia. There are 11 cards with the word instead on them for Disney Lorcana, but none of those cards are in amber or amethyst. What's going on there? Leave your conspiracy theories in the comments down below, and I'll pin the wackiest one. If you have any Lorcana alerts you want me to know about, email me at lorcana707@gmail.com. Ready Set Inc. is now over 906 subscribers.